Do you really think that moving her in here, forcing her to have a relationship with you before she's ready, is going to help the situation?
I don't see anywhere to go but up at this point.
Believe me, the situation could get a lot worse.
Was that trying to scare me?
No, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying she could end up resenting you even more than she already does.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Look, we have to take baby steps here, okay?
I don't do baby steps.
Well, I've noticed. But really, what choice do we have? Oh, Todd, it's not right. Me living here while she lives somewhere else.
And what does that mean?
It means that she probably thinks that I'm choosing you over her.
But I'm her father. Why does there have to be a choice?
You know why. Because she's having a hard time accepting you as her biological father, knowing what she knows about your past.
And how are baby steps going to help that?
Look, I can't change what she read about you online. I can only hope that time really does heal all wounds. And maybe if I'm there to help her...
You convince her that I'm the world's greatest dad.
I'm not trying to convince her of anything. She and I, we need to share a home again, and I can't be here.
So you're leaving me again?
I had to get out of that apartment. You're just too weird with everyone talking about Jessica, this missing cousin I never met.
Yeah, that's gotta be strange.
I'll leave you guys alone. Why? Well, aren't you like a couple now?
The committee questioned the nurse who dispersed the drugs. She identified Skylar as the person who submitted the request.
Well, the doctor must have authorized it.
Dr. Baez is 100% certain that she did not make the request. Not one of her patients at that time would have even needed it.
What was the drug?
Oxytocin.
Not oxycodone.
No, and I know that's a lot of addicts' drug of choice. No, oxytocin's a hormone. That's what makes this so odd.
Well, what's it used for?
Well, primarily to induce labor. Do you know something about this?
Nice try, but you can only get away with faking labor once.
I'm faking it this time.
Aha! So you admit it. You faked it at the hospital.
Please.
Why were you trying to trick Rex into thinking that you're having the baby now?
I'm having it right now.
I'm right, aren't I? It's not Rex's baby.
Shut up, I'm in pain.
Stacey, you are not going to use this baby to get out of telling me the truth.
Oh, my back feels like it's on fire. Oh, it hurts so bad right here.
Okay, so you read up on real symptoms.
Rex, I need you.
Okay, what kind of twisted SOB are you to tell me that my baby died?
I'm sorry, but it's true. That's why the baby she's carrying isn't full term yet.
Well, now I know you're full of it. You saw us at the hospital. She was in labor.
Yeah, the labor stopped though, didn't it?
Yeah, because it was false labor. It's not like she faked it. Okay, her water broke.
Rex, your water doesn't break in a false labor. That's just contractions.
I was with her when it happened.
Were you in the room? Were you in the actual room? She faked it, Rex. Now, I don't know how, but this is Stacey we're talking about. I wouldn't put anything past her.
No, not this. If she had lost the baby, she would have told me.
Why? Getting pregnant with your kid finally got you to pay attention to her. She wasn't going to give that up. She had something that you two would share forever, so she did something desperate.
I just keep going around in circles.
I acted out of love. It was the only way I could protect my daughter from the evils of the outside world.
Father, this man is confusing me.
Jessica, listen to me. That freak gave you electroshock. He's jumbled things up in your mind, but that doesn't mean we can't fix it. Everything you need to know is inside of you. You just have to find it again.
Find what?
Darling, don't listen to him.
Your mother, Vicky, your father.
I am her father.
Clint, you remember Clint, right? And you have a daughter. A little girl. She's so beautiful. Hey, her name is Bree. You have to remember Bree, don't you?
Bree.
All right, what about love? Do you remember love?
What'd they say?
I turned the sound off. It was just a car commercial.
Did they find Jessica?
Look, why don't you just go to bed?
No, I want to stay up.
You mean wait for Danny?
Everything's been a mess lately, and I don't know what to do. Did you see my dad?
Yeah, I did.
I know that he's trying really hard, but I don't think he's gonna help it.
Well, it's what he always does, isn't it?
It's just he didn't have Danny for so long, and he's afraid of losing her again.
Well, if he keeps acting like this,
No, it's
he
not.
will.
It's not just that, Cole.
What?
He's afraid of losing Taya again, too. Oh, Matthew and I aren't...
It's not like we're, it's my parents in Texas. I have to take this.
We should probably clear the air. About what? How I was a total bitch to you before I went away. You apologized. Yeah, but not enough. And now... What? I just feel bad. If me being friends with Matthew is why all that stuff happened with you guys on New Year's, then...
Hold up. You know what happened on New Year's?
Well...
Matthew told you I said I loved him? He also told you that we agreed to just be friends and that I'm totally over it, right?
Yeah, totally.
Good, because it's true. Besides, all that stuff happened before you two kissed.
Excuse me? How do you know?
Maybe Dr. Baez is mistaken.
It just doesn't make sense that of all the drugs in the hospital, Skylar would steal oxytocin. I mean, somebody would have to be into some pretty freaky stuff to use it for anything other than its intended purpose.
To induce labor.
Yeah. So why would Skylar want it?
Isn't Stacy's baby going to be born a month late?
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Really? Like what?
I hope Skylar didn't do it.
You need to know. You need to know everything.
So tell me.
Okay, as soon as it sunk in that Stacy had lost her baby, she got it in her head that she could get pregnant again. And so I guess because she and I used to have a thing, I was the perfect candidate. So she drugged me. What? Well, she knew she couldn't seduce me. I mean, I wasn't into her at all. So she drugged me.
Just to get pregnant.
Oh, come on. After all the stuff she pulled with Shane's stem cells, you really think she would draw the line at slipping me a Mickey? I was so hazy. I don't even remember having sex with her, but when I found her patting her stomach so that she could look like she was more pregnant than she was, that's when she told me the truth.
No. Dr. Baez confirmed the due date.
Did the doctor tell you that herself, Lex?
I saw the sonogram. The baby's right on schedule.
You saw the sonogram that Kim and Stacy showed you. Were you even in the room when they did it? Were you in the room for any of the checkups?
I found another doctor. It's not the one you guys recommended, so I'll let you know about the appointment.
You're lucky. You're carrying small.
You know what I'm saying is true.